The percentages, as the commodities have gone up and purchasing have gone up, it's usually on an average, you're hitting right around 4%. Annually, you get an increase. We've done so well, and I hate to say it right now, I haven't told my boss yet. I talked to the controller. I said, well, you got to look at my numbers. I started using the CAT system with my purchaser, Vanessa Wilson, works with me in the office. And I said, you know, she went and put everything on there. We started it. We're starting to get our numbers together on it. And we're looking at just a 2% increase instead of that 4%, even with the cost of everything going up. We do anywhere from 900 to 1,200 meals a day. And the savings has made a big difference. What we do is we get savings from using the CAT system, helps us to save money. So we take that money that we are saving in cost and we put it back into a better quality product.
I think it's a great tool. I think it's got a wonderful future. One of the things that I'm a little bit intrigued by is the idea that we can drill down to those items that are off contract currently and simply look for opportunities that might help our members with some cost savings. I think it's going to be very powerful.
Well, in schools, it seems food service is always the last piece of the budget to get put in place. Title I and general fund and everything take place first, and athletics and stuff, and then when there's time, they'll post food service. But you never knew for sure how current it was, how up to date it was, because it's only as good as the information that you put in it. And if there was no information put in it, many times it was the end of the year before you knew if you made money or lost money. And with CAT, I know exactly where my spending was from last year to this year. I know, with the budget that I had created, whether I'm overspent or underspent, and just a very useful tool.
And I also use it to see where we most spend in what item or what category also, or where we spend less than, and then also look at the percentages at what each facility is spending at and the spending level.
Say it's very much worth the time and trouble to learn and use the tool, and I think it's one of those things where the more you use it, the more you might rely on it. Management by fact today is very important. Dollars are very important to fulfill mission, and so these kinds of tools are going to be more and more important moving forward.
With your purchasing programs, we go in and I'll use our facility as an example. We have right now 7. We plan on having 19 rotating menus. To keep up on all of those ingredients, it's an impossible duty. You're keeping up on those duties, trying to catch your price, trying to keep apples to apples when something's out of it, to where you've got a program that's doing it automatically off your sheets. It comes up, it tells you what's there, and it has easy color code to tell you if you're on contract, off contract, or branded. It's a no-brainer. The only thing is, you got to ask yourself, do you need to spend money? Do you need to save money? Do you need, it's all there. It's common sense. Yeah, you need the tool. If you want to do it and do it right, use a CAT system.
As soon as I get a truck in, it automatically updates that to the CAT thing, and I can see exactly where I am. I can see if I'm under budget or over budget. This past year, at the end of the school year, after we were all done surveying, I took a Monday off, and Sunday night I got an email from the financial office and said, Sherry, you're going to lose $31,000 this year. And I said, oh my goodness, that can't be right, because I thought I kept a pretty good eye on my budget. The superintendent and I sat down, and he said, Sherry, your budget doesn't look good. He says, looks like you're going to lose money. I said, trust me, it's not going to be like that. I said, they don't have something in there correctly. When all was said and done, we had a break-even budget. We made $300. And so with CAT, when I went up to sit down with him and told him it's not going to be what they're projecting, I could say it with confidence because I knew exactly where my numbers was. It didn't matter what they had posted or what they hadn't posted. I knew exactly where my spending part was, and I keep track of my revenue separately too. So it gave me the confidence to say, no, it's not going to be that bad.
Mainly I pull rebates, but I'll look at our group of facilities from time to time, see where we're at in terms of contract compliance and items like that. Probably the future will hold more of that. Today it's more informational, but I think in the future it may be more action-based, if you will, in terms of here's your opportunities, seize what you can.
To me, it's like a best friend. It's always there, doesn't call in sick, And I don't have to stop and say, hey, did you check our numbers? Did you watch this? What is the price of meat right now? Did you check on it? Are you making sure doing your due diligence that this is done? It's done. Now with everything that's going on with the egg situation and the chicken, that was a big discussion we had yesterday. If you spread yourself and you want to have several different avenues so you don't run out, the CAT system will give you all the different alternatives and keep your apples to apples and then show you the difference in cost. You're going to spend this much more to keep to your menu. You're going to save this much more to save to your menu, and you'll look and rank your grades. You have to know your product, but this system will tell you your cost and what's available, what's there, and what you're looking at. So, I mean, it's very valuable, especially when you get into troubled times like this in the commodity field. If you were to put a spin on it, you really can't do the job that needs to be done anymore in this field without it. I mean, efficiently. So that's what I think about CAT.